Listen up, y'all. I got a story to tell. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl B today, and if you're new here, welcome. Feel free to join us here in my little corner of the internet by subscribing down below and hitting that notification bell so that you're notified whenever I upload. So today's video will be one of everyone's favorite video here on my channel. You guessed it, a story time. So if you're interested in hearing this week's story, then grab your little drinky drink. Today's video is sponsored by Duce. Kidding. Anyway, grab your drinks, grab your snacks, ball it, whatever you gotta do, and get ready for the story. And as you can tell by the title, it'll be the story on my roommate. So if you're interested in hearing all about my experience with my roommate from hell, then keep on watching. Before I get into the story, let me, be keto over here. So we have our 0 sugar, 0 calorie, 0 caffeine, and 0 sodium. A little drinky drink. Just pull me up a little drink. Because, these stories be stressing your girl out, okay? Y'all think that good enough? I think that's good enough. Anyway, before I start the story, I do have a disclaimer. When it comes to my story times, they're for entertainment purposes only. So if you know you're gonna get offended, please click off this video and don't proceed to watch. And if you proceed to watch and get offended, then that's on you, cause I let you know from jump what it is. So if you're gonna get offended from my story times like a ton of people did on my last story time, then I suggest you click off. If you're gonna sit and watch the story time, then I suggest you shut up. Anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoy this story, and as I said before, disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. If you're offended by my story times, don't watch it. Let's get into the story. Don't mind my huge straw. Anyway, here we go. So in 2012, I was accepted into Texas Christian University in Fort Worth, Texas. Go Frogs. But this story time is centered around my time at Texas Christian University. First, before I get into the story, I do want to shout out my sweet mates from Florida International University in Miami, Cherise, Erica, and Renee. Gang, gang, gang. Towers gang. Okay. I hope you girls are doing well. And thank you for making my 1.5 years that we were together at FIU amazing. Thank you, girls. Thank you. Anyway, back into the story. TCU. Texas Christian University. So while attending HLSCC, let's go back a bit, from 2010 to 2012, I had set my eyes on the university called Texas Christian University because there were students that were going to the university from HLSCC that really enjoyed the school and would like brag about it and was like, yes, that's the school to go to. If you can get in, it's so hard to get in. Once you get in, you should go to that school. And stuff like that. And their colors were purple and gray and black and white. My favorite color was purple. So I was like, if I can get into this school, that would be a sure thing. Bet, right? So I applied to TCU and I applied to FIU. I got into them both, but my eyes were set on TCU, so I went to TCU. Before I did anything, well, I was accepted to TCU, so I prepared myself to be going to TCU. So I called up a girl, let's name her Rachel. So I call up Rachel and let her know, hey, I'm coming to your school, because she was one of those from back home that was attending TCU. I was like, hey, I'm coming to your school. I'm really interested in coming to your school. Do you know of anywhere near the campus? Because I wasn't accepted. Ooh, this hair is, I'm gonna soon take it out, guys. I know you tired of seeing my stay last braids, but you're gonna see it at least a few more times. Anyway, so I was like, I'm coming to your school. If you know of any places near the campus that I can live, because I wasn't accepted into the dorms because I said I registered too late. So I was like, you know of any off-campus apartments that are pretty close to the campus, because I don't have a car and I would have to walk to school or take the bus, which in public transportation, ew. But I was gonna do what I had to do until I got whatever I needed. So she was like, hey, yeah, you know, you can actually stay with me and my roommate that I have now. We live off campus and she has a car. Her name is, what we gonna name her? Hannah, right? So she was like, yeah, you can stay with me and Hannah. There's no problem here. You can share the room, because I known her since I was in primary school we call it at home, but at elementary school I know her. So I was like, okay, cool. We can do that until I'm able to get my own place, because this was like very last minute. My going to TCU was a hot mess, but I was determined to go to TCU, and I wanted to be as far away from Tortola as possible because the people were pissing me off. Anyway, not my family or anything, like just people. But yeah, so I was determined to go to TCU, so I was like, yeah, I'll room with you, girl. We can split the bill. We can split your half of the bills in half, or everything 3 ways. I don't care. Let's just do this. So packed up my bags, and in August of 2012, I moved to Texas. Drink break. So now, living in Texas with Rachel and Hannah was pretty cool for like the first 2 months. So August, September, October. So the first 3 months, pretty cool, pretty chill. No big deal. Everything was cool. So seems like after a while, Hannah started to get jealous of Rachel and I's friendship, because we lived in the same room. We were from the same place. We literally, like I told you, I knew her from when I was younger, elementary school and stuff. So we got along fine. We were both cancers. We both emotional as hell. We were fine. So I guess Hannah peeped that, and Hannah didn't like what she peeped, because Hannah started to move real stingy. She would like go to school, leave us. She would this bitch would go to school, leave us, so leave us stranded. We had to catch a taxi or call one of Rachel's other friends. She would start to do shiesty shit, well, shiesty stuff, like leave her old food out on the counter until it smelled bad, let her trash pile up, just real petty shit stuff. At least they got my tongue loose. Anyway, just real petty stuff, you know. And after a while, Rachel and I were like, you know what, we don't really have to deal with this. So Rachel went down to the leasing office, because her and Hannah's name was what was on the lease. So Rachel went down to the leasing office to see if she could get herself removed from the lease. The leaseholder told her it would be a whole set of money to get herself removed from the lease. So Rachel was like, you know what, forget it, I'm gonna just leave, but my name will still be on this lease. So she was like, we can leave together and put your name on the new apartment's lease, and we will stay in that apartment. Your name will be on the lease, my name will be on the lease here, but I won't be paying anything, because they don't want to let me out and I don't want to live with Hannah anymore. I was like, girl, you sure? Because that sounds kind of illegal. She's like, yes. I was like, all right, bet. Ain't my name on the lease, so okay. So from the time we decided that we wanted to leave there, I started looking for apartments, and I found one close to the campus, which was the McCart Apartments. Big ups to McCart Apartments. I love their apartment there. It was pretty big for a 1-bedroom apartment, because that was all they had available at the time, and we were already staying in the same room, so we were like, we could just stay in the same room there. So yeah, so we stayed in the same room at the McCart Apartments, which is the new set of apartments now. My name is on the lease. So when I went to view the apartment, the lady for the apartments who worked at the apartment, the realtor or whatever she's called, she was like, since your name is on the lease, because I told her two of us would be staying there, but my name is on the lease because she had a whole predicament. So she was like, since your name is on the lease, the bedroom had two closets, a bigger one and a big walk-in closet, and then like just a small closet. She was like, since your name on the lease, I think you should take the big walk-in closet. I was like, I bet, Miss Realtor lady, I'm gonna take the big walk-in closet. So I think from that is when Rachel and I started to get issues, because other than that, I don't know what I did to her, but she started to go downhill real fast, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but she started to go downhill. So we were fine. December time we were fine. January we were fine. Like we went to all the school Christmas stuff fine. I went home for Christmas, came back, everything was okay. Until February time hit. Now I'm going to introduce another character into the story. His name is Richie, right? That's not his actual name, that's his story name. Anyway, so Richie was Rachel's friend, best friend, I guess. She would call him her Hispanic or Mexican best friend or something like that. I don't know, seemed real racist to me. Well, not racist, but really prejudice undertones, real racist undertones. But that's what she used to call him. So Rachel had this best friend that she had a crush on. Like, she told me blatantly that she really liked him. And I was like, okay. And she would be going on and on about how cute he is, how fine he is, how cute he looks when he get a haircut. I'm just like, I mean, he alright. I mean, he okay looking. Like, he says. He Mr. Panty Dropper, but he alright. But yeah, Rachel will always be going on and on about how cute he is, but she thinks he's low-key racist, and I'm just like, I'm here black as hell. Like, at least she's like, well, she's a dark-skinned, well, I don't know if dark, but not like my dark, but she was a darker skinned person. But yeah, they were best friends. I don't know why she feel that he was kind of racist in some situations, kind of not. I mean, living in Texas, people are kind of racist there. It's just a given. But anyway, she would be like, she feels he's kind of racist because he would make these different remarks to her, and I'm just like, so why do you like him? Why would you like somebody who's kind of racist and you're not white or Hispanic or whatever he is? She's like, I don't know, I'm just really attracted to him, da 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 da. So another thing about Rachel is that she would tell me all of her business, and I would just be listening on like, okay, I'm that type of person. Like, I feel like if you can tell me all your business and all your best friend's business, because she not only used to tell me the guy best friend business, she used to tell me like his family's business, and she used to tell me like her female best friend's business, who is a good friend of mine now. So she's not included in the story. But yeah, sis, she used to tell me all your business. So I'm like, you tell me all your business, why would I tell you my business? You tell me all your business and all your friends' business, why would I tell you my business? That don't make no sense. So I just used to listen. I never used to tell her my business. Every time she would ask me anything about anything, everything is good in Brianna land. And that's how it is with, I have a friend nowadays, like recently now, that I don't trust with my business. So anytime she asks me anything, everything is good. So that's how it was back then too. Everything is fine. I don't have any issues. I'm perfectly fine. I need a drink 1 minute. Back to the story. So yeah, everything is fine. And I think she felt a type of way because I wouldn't tell her my business. So she started to like distance herself from me and started to like spend the night at Richie's house and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, whatever, I get the whole place to myself, bet. And I think she also felt a type of way that I didn't mind that she was gone. It was weird. It was giving me really weirder energy. But what, I almost said his name. Richie was her friend. He was not my friend. They would invite me out and stuff, and like he would invite us to his house and stuff like that to hang out with his friends and stuff like that. I would go, but I would be like in the corner on my phone talking to my friends. So I would be talking to my friends. Rude ass car. Did I tell you guys this is my second time filming this story? Yeah, this is my second time filming this story. Anyway, so that was rude as hell. And it's still going. Give me a minute, guys. Okay, so yeah, he would invite me over. I never got any racist tendencies from him or anything, or maybe I was just like really dumb and maybe I was just like really dumb to those kind of things, but I never got any that kind of vibe from him. He used to buy us food, buy us, you know, that's the key to my heart. Buy me some food and I'm yours forever. Kidding. But he used to, that's how I got in my last relationship. Anyway, he used to buy, girl, probably shouldn't have drank that Douce. He used to buy us food and stuff, take us out. I remember a time he took us to see NASCAR and all that stuff. He was a pretty chill dude, pretty cool dude, but he wasn't my friend, you know? So I always used to be like on the side. I was appreciative of everything he did for us and I would let him know, but I used to be off to the side. Anyway, I went on a whole tangent about Richie. This is not about Richie, it's about Rachel. Anyway, so I don't know what happened, but something happened and stuff between Rachel and I just went left. Is that left? No, that's right. Left. Stuff went left, okay? So she would start to do stuff like she and Richie would be smoking in the house all hours of the night. And they would be smoking nasty Black and Mild. Like, I have school the next day, so I'm trying to sleep. And that was my first years in college, so my stupid ass used to take morning classes. Don't do that. Don't do that. You that are new to the college scene, I mean, college is virtual now, mostly, so I don't think you guys gotta worry about it, but don't take morning classes. Don't be dumb. I was dumb. I was really dumb. I had like 7 o'clock. That was dumb. 7 o'clock classes, dumb. Because in the wintertime, it would be cool as hell, and I walked to school, dumb. Anyway, she would be smoking Black and nasty ass Mild in the house. Now I'd have to sleep with the window open, and the window was above my bed head, so I would, by the morning, I would be sneezing and coughing because it's winter time and I have to leave the window open so that I can breathe. All hours of the night, they would come home and be smoking in the apartment, and I'm just like, guys, you feel me getting red? I don't know what's going on. Anybody else hot? I think that's why my chest is getting dark. Anyway, so they would be smoking all hours of the night, nasty ass Black and Mild. I mean, I wouldn't mind if it was some good, you know, something that actually smelled good. But they would be smoking, and then she would be burning stuff. She wouldn't take out her trash. Basically, kind of like the same things that Hannah did. She would start to do to me. Wouldn't take out, well, clean up after herself, leave dirty dishes in the sink, leave food all over the place. She would cook these nasty ass stuff that had this place smelling gross. I mean, I guess that wasn't her fault. Probably she couldn't cook. But yeah, she would bake nasty stuff. She would cook nasty stuff. She just had the place smelling nasty and smelling like Black and Mild, just nasty. I keep looking at myself in the viewfinder, so if you see me looking off that way, that's what I'm looking at. I should be looking at the camera, which is you guys. But yeah, nasty. She would leave her dirty clothes around, wouldn't do her laundry for weeks. Nasty. So I started to not spend a lot of time in the apartment. I would go to the library early in the morning. If I didn't have a 7 o'clock class, I would be at the library, spend the whole day on campus, do my extracurricular activities. I signed up for a lot of clubs and stuff on campus just so I wouldn't be back at the apartment. So morning, library, classes, gym, and then spend like 3 hours in the gym. And then when I'm done with the gym, I'm so tired I can't function. I go home, shower, and into bed. And I will repeat the cycle every day. Even on a Saturday when I didn't have class, I would be in the library all day and then go to the gym and then come back to the apartment when I'm tired as hell and can only sleep. Sundays too. My camera battery is gonna die. Dang it, let me hurry up. And then she would do other weird things like be masturbating with the bathroom door open, having phone sex on the phone with Richie. You think I want to hear that? I'm trying to sleep. I'm already exhausted from the gym. I used to have to plug my ears with my earphones. I had bought earplugs, everything. why I'm hearing you moaning and groaning having phone sex? And the water, like, I think she would be masturbating in the tub because all you're hearing is in the tub water. Like, why? That's when I decided, that was my last straw. That's when I decided enough was enough. And I told my mom, like, Mom, I can't stay here any longer. I gotta go. So she was like, you are accepted to FIU as well. You can pack all your stuff and move out. This will be your one and only year at TCU, and you can move to FIU. And that's what I did. So that was my story on my roommate from hell. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. My battery is dead. And as usual, I'm wishing you guys lots of love and light as per usual. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and join us here in our gang. We would love to have you. I have a lot more to say about this story, but my battery is dying. So I might do a part 2. So I'm going to catch you guys when I catch you guys again. Bye-bye.